We fought everybody once except Testament. Okay, so let me pull up the patch notes and we will read it. Yummy, my guildmate. He got us. Okay, so here's the patch notes. Let me zoom it in more for you guys. We got Luvia right at the top. Like that. How's that? Okay, so Luvia, Wither Bloom absorbs healing equal to 18% of Luvia's max HP. When the effect expires, naturally deals indirect damage equal to 150% of the remaining unabsorbed amount. Cannot be purified. Duration cannot be altered. Okay, so it's just a 50% increase. That's it. So yeah, literally, she doesn't do anything new. They just gave Witherbloom just a little boost. So now it's doing 1.5 times more. Then we got Tiamat. Wait, Dokki? What? Dokki, what the fuck? Okay, Tiamat. Deals damage equal to 15% of her max HP to all enemies. Purge Day, ultimate. Deals additional true... They buffed her damage? They buffed her... Bro, she did not need a damage buff, brother. What are you talking about? They buffed her damage, bro. They buffed her damage. She doesn't need a damage buff. And recovers now, instead of 20, 30% of the damage dealt is HP. So not only does she hit a little bit harder, she heals more. 10% more. Oy, oy, oy. Bro, she's gonna be... like, it's a 1% damage increase, but still, like, why are they making her hit harder? Like, come on. Come on. Dokki. Is she getting a buff or nerf? She's getting a buff. Data stream. Each stack of data stream increases damage now from 2.5 to 3.5 and speed from 2.5 to 3. My 555 Dokki? My 555 Dokki is looking muy bueno right about now. So now it's a... bro, that is a huge damage increase. Because it's max 12 stacks. 3.5%. 42% damage. Dokki mains are eating good. I'm surprised. Like, I'm so surprised she got a buff. It's weird. Like, that's it. That's the only buff she got. She now just gives you more damage and more speed. Interesting. Massiah. They gave him... okay, they gave him a lot. Skill 1. When Massiah defeats an enemy target, gains a 2-turn invincibility, and now he also gains immunity. Ignores 70%. Wait, 70. Wasn't it like... was it 60 before? 60? Bro, so now he hits even harder. And he gains immunity. So that immunity is really good. And he's hitting even harder. Was always 70? Was it? Because it's in green, which means they changed it. So it must have been like 60 or 65. Oh, on his skill 1 it was 0? Oh, so I don't have Massiah. I never use him, so okay, so his skill 1 didn't ignore. Now his skill 1 also ignores defense. But also by 70, which is insane. Bro, that's crazy. Okay, so skill 3. Before, deals 2 hits of 200% damage to all enemies, ignores 70% defense and passives, and grants himself invincibility. They changed it to 2 hits, 200% damage, grants himself 1 turn invincibility. Wait, what? They removed the defense ignore? No way. Oh, the ignore defense is a passive? Wait, so this is a passive. So now all his skills ignore 70% defense? Oh, shit. Yeah, I thought that was weird. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, the fuck? Okay, so now all his skills ignore 70% defense? So now you gotta worry. So basically, if he doesn't kill you with his ult, he's killing you with whatever is next. Now Massiah can clutch. You might see Massiah clutch a lot of games now. And now he gains immunity. 1 turn immunity. That's... Bro, this immunity is going to be so fucking annoying. That immunity is actually going to be really relevant. He's going to be clutch Massiah now. The clutch Saya. Oh, look what we got here, dude. Oh, shit. Yo, look what we got. Zadia buff. Yo, we got a Zadia buff. Before, we got like what? A second Zadia buff before Shadow Sonya. Doesn't ignore passive anymore? Wait, so he got a... Oh, yeah, he doesn't ignore passive with his skill 3. I mean, does it really matter? Wait, actually it does matter. Wait, Massiah doesn't ignore passives anymore? That's actually kind of insane. That's a nerf. Like, even with the damage buff, that's a nerf, because now Tiamat is just going to absorb so much damage now. He's going to trigger Fia stacks now, because he was already bad into Fia. Now Raymerry, if you draft Raymerry, like, you have to draft Raymerry. You can't give your opponent Raymerry now, because he's for sure going to give, like, a shit ton of stacks. You think it's a typo? He can't even kill a Hoyan? Yeah, you know what? This has to be a typo. 100%, this has to be a typo. Because they're buffing him. They said he wasn't performing that well. So they... Like, why would you nerf... Like... Yeah, okay. We're just going to ignore that. Because I'm sure that's got to be a typo. Yeah, they even give him a skin. So why would you nerf him? Alright. Zadia. Oh shit. Yo, she got a huge buff. Yo, she got the Azel treatment. Bro, Zadia got the Azel treatment, bro. Damn. Okay, so her exclusive. For every 3 buffs, her Soul Flame evolves 1 time. Each evolution now increases her attack from 18 to 25%. That's huge. Crit damage from 10 to 15. Effect res from 30 to 40. And reduces damage taken from 15 to 18. Those are some big increases. She was already viable if you locked her and then surrounded her with a bunch of fucking support. I wonder if this will actually make her meta. Soul Flames. Each evolution increases attack. Okay, we already read that. It's just saying it twice. Wait, they just literally put this twice. This is the exact same thing. Made it look like she got a big buff, but this is the exact same thing. She's definitely worth building. And with the reset, people can build her. Deals, this is her skill 3. Deals 202% damage to all enemies with an 80% chance to inflict the defense down. Okay, that's fine. For each soul flame, the skill's current and max cooldowns are reduced by 1 turn. An additional hit of 100% damage dealt. Okay, so now she hits harder. They also increased her base speed by 2. Okay, so basically all they did was just up all her numbers. Honestly, I don't think she needed to do more damage. She did not need the increased damage. That, like, sure, everything else fine, but did not need this. We'll see if she's viable. I definitely think we'll see more Giada now. That means you can't resist Ninfo if you're gonna build Giada. You can't reset Ninfo. Well, I do have Zhang Li, but yeah, Ninfo and her would be really good. Palin's also really good with Giada. With Val and Freya would be dumb. With Palin, Ninfonio. Yeah. This is a good Zadia buff. I think we're definitely going to see a lot more of her. She's definitely going to be if she's not top tier, she's definitely going to be meta relevant at least. We'll probably see her often. Holden, we already knew what he got it. Holden got a couple of changes, not just the skill 3. Skill 1 now. Yo, his skill 1 now, in addition to doing whatever it used to do, now his damage taken is reduced by 4% as well. So this stacks up to for every 500, right? Yeah. So now he also takes reduced damage. Yo, that's crazy. Because he taunts now. Right? So now he's also taking reduced damage. Ooh. I think it's time to build Holden again. I reset my Holden this season. I think Holden's back. Now he gets a 4% per 500. You're gonna get him to 35, right? 5. That's what, times 7? 28% damage reduction. You put him on the new module set. He's taking more reduced damage and then healing the next turn. Yeah. My reset in P5 holding his back. Mine too. I think it's time to build Zadia. Definitely. Damn, 30% plus damage reduction on top of Bloodbath is crazy. Yo, Holden's good now, man. And then, yeah, the taunt. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, whoa. Additionally, has 100% chance to inflict a 1-turn taunt on the main target. It's not AoE taunt. It's only you taunt one enemy. Interesting. Okay. It's not an AoE taunt. You just taunt the target. I mean, that's still good, but like, we all thought it was going to be an AoE taunt. Yeah, GG's Holden, go back home. It's not your time yet. Still not going to build them. Yeah, so it's just the one you taunt the one target. Don't think it's worth it. Well, he does get the damage reduction. I think I'm gonna wait and see. So I'm not gonna build him just yet. I'm gonna wait for other people to build him, so I can save my resources. They're also giving him 2 more speed. He's 115 now. Like, I was pretty excited with the AoE taunt, but I think I'm gonna wait. He's still on my list potentially, but I'm gonna just wait and see what other people do with him first. Cook. Oh, my Karate. How could I forget? How could I forget about my Karate, dude? Oh my god, Born, they gave Born buff, holy shit. Okay, but first things first. Each stack command flame introduce damage from now 1.8% to 2.4. Okay? damage cap is now from 25 to 35, and each stack also grants 2.5% lifesteal, baby. Let's go, dude. I like this buff. So for each stack, he gains lifesteal. Okay, cool. That I believe that's what I said, right? Yeah, I think I said they would do something like this. Cool. I like this. 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 My Kakardi is P5555. I use him all the time. I would have also liked that he starts the turn with a shield. But I'll take this. This is good. This is so much damage. This is a lot of fucking damage. Okay, simple buff. I like it. I don't know if it's enough, because like the lifesteal, it doesn't really make a difference when there's so much AoE damage. But he will definitely get an extra turn or two before he dies now, so he might be able to clutch up by then. But this isn't a huge buff. You're not going to see a lot of people playing Kakardi, but I like it. I like it. It's fine. I would have preferred that he starts with a shield as well, but it's whatever. Born. Are we going to build Born, boys? Are we building Born? This is Born. They didn't nerf Palin? That's some bullshit. Okay. Skill 2. At the start of battle, now instead of 560%, he's now getting a 600% HP increase based on his attack. And now he deals more damage based on, instead of 30, 40% of his max HP. Okay. More HP, more damage. That's not going to make a big difference. What else? Skill 3. Now from 520 to 600 damage. For every one enemy, deals an additional hit of... Okay. So they just made him... His skill 3 hit harder. And then his skill 2, his passive, gives him more HP and a little bit more damage. Is this enough, boys? Honestly, it's not the numbers. Like, you got to change his kit. You got to do something other than just bumping the numbers up. It's shit. He deals no damage. He is getting a 40% HP increase, though. From 560 to 600. So that's a lot of HP. He's getting an 80% damage increase in the skill 3. As well as an additional 50 onto the additional hit. So I do think his skill 3 will hit pretty good. He's also getting additional damage. Does anyone have him built that can test him? Should be 800% boost. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot, bro. But yeah, I thought they would at least give him like something new. Like a certain debuff on the skill 1. Like maybe he... Like what they should have done is maybe give him like an attack down on the skill 1, or an AoE attack down on the skill 3 as well. And then maybe the skill 1, you can make it ignore like 5 or 10% of the target's defense. Yeah, on the skill 1, they should have made it like maybe ignore a little bit of defense. Still not building him? Yeah. Who knows? This might be crazy damage. Anyways, Gianc is getting a buff. That's random as fuck. On taking units, he deals like 25 to 30% on a skill 3. The buff won't help. Gianc is getting a buff though. I didn't think he was gonna get a buff. Oh, he got a big buff. Oh, shit. Yo, he got a big buff. Gianc mains. Are we going back to playing some more Gianc? So skill 1 now does 3% more damage, basically. Skill 2 now does 5% more damage. Okay. Skill 3 now does 10% more damage. And also is now on a 3-turn cooldown. That's okay. Uh, 3 turns on the skill 3, that's actually pretty good. He's gonna one-shot Gianc. Gianc still meta relevant with follow-up attack and Jackal. 3-turn cooldown. It's pretty insane on his skill 3. The skill 3 still does 65%, but then the follow-up does now 60% on everybody else. More damage on the skill 1 is really good. More damage on the skill 2, honestly, I don't think that was even necessary, but we'll take it. I don't know how much I don't know if we're still gonna see like too much of them, but like, man, 3-turn cooldown on skill 3 is pretty good. You can Dokki skill 3, Gianc skill 3, Dokki skill 2, Gianc skill 3. What? You can Dokki and then skill 3 Gianc and then skill 3 Dokki and then skill 2 Gianc. I don't understand. Wait till you see the nerfs. Oh, wait, what? They're actually nerfing stuff? That cooldown was definitely needed. Glad he can do more damage. Gianc, we're gonna see a lot more Gianc. Lowan. Oh my fucking god. I fucking hate this bitch. Bro, I fucking hate this bitch. Oh my god. Okay, we threw out a couple options. What I'm gonna assume is that they're just gonna change the way exaltation works. They're probably just gonna make it really good. Make it so where like you can't crit, you can't heal, can't do a bunch of shit. Oh, holy shit. That's a lot. Okay, skill 1. The additional damage is increased to 40%? What was it before? Deals damage with a 20% of your defense to single enemy 40% to fix on. Doubles the chance to target exaltation. Increased damage dealt by additional 40. What was it before? I thought it was already additional 40. I can't even check because I'm in a room. What was it before? Was it 20? Was it 30? Could have sworn it was 40 already. Skill 2 now does instead of 360, 400%. With a 75% chance now to inflict the attack down. We don't give a shit about that. It's whatever. It was 0? Wait. Oh, it didn't. So this is brand new. So skill 1, it didn't do increased damage before? All it did was double the chance, increase turn meter? Okay, so, okay, they added the damage increase. Okay, and okay. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Because she already hits hard if you build her crit. This is, okay, now she's essentially, she can do damage now. It looks like they're only changing for exaltation. The crit chance is now 80%. Like, why not just make it 100% at this point? Yeah. Kano's getting a buff? That's crazy. They made it from 60 to 80. You might as well just go 100 at that point. Yeah, Lowan is gonna hit hard now. But the thing is, you definitely need accuracy with her. Because a lot of people are still building high resist units. But yeah, that skill 1 is going to hit really hard. Yeah. So pretty much, she's just doing more damage. That's all they changed. She's just hitting harder. This 80% is like, it's kind of irrelevant. 100 is too much. You know how these guys love RNG? Damage and more accuracy. The skill 2 is not even really that relevant. The speed down is good, but whatever. Okay, let's see what they did with our boy Kano. Our boy Kano. Skill 1, when dealing damage for every one attack, now it goes from 0.025 to 0.03. and up to from 70 to 90%. Laughs in 380 speed strive, Lowan. 380 is a lot, goddamn. Skill 2, from 360 to 390 damage on a single enemy. That's it. They just made him hit harder. Skill 3, from 100 to 110% damage. Again, just make him hit harder. Now Fracture increases damage dealt from 20 to 40%. Okay, that's huge. That is a huge increase. So yeah, he's just hitting harder. I did not think he even needed this. He hits hard already. But he's okay, he just hits harder. Cool. Fuqiu is getting a buff. Are they gonna make her heal more? Gianc. Bro, this better be a nerf. Yo, this better be a fucking nerf over here, bro. Gianc. Yeah, they increased the healing from 6 to 9. I believe originally it was what, 8%, right? Then they made it 6. Now they're making it 9. She might be good now. I don't know. This looks like a significant buff on Kano, but if you play Cleave, you must build the Ellie first. He's never the first choice. It's fine now though. You can keep Kano. Are you happy? Yeah, but I'm not. My account is not made for cleaving anymore. I regeared my account. Yeah, Gianc, but I don't know if this is a buff or a nerf. 100% does not need a fucking buff, bro. I better see red. We better see some red font. Oh yeah, we saw some red, boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Base speed. He's getting a little bit slower from 112 to 110. Skill 2. Turn meter increase from 15 to 12. 12 is still big. You need to make it a single digit. This nerf is it's like what they did to Kethos last season. It's just a slap on the wrist. After taking action increase all allies turn meter from 20 to 15, and now you only ignore 50% of the defense instead of 60. Yeah. So this, honestly, this is a slap on the wrist. This 5%, I honestly don't know how much. I don't think this does anything. This definitely hurts his damage, so I guess that's good. 10% less damage, and he's also a little bit slower. This is essentially, it's going to be like Kethos last season, right? Kethos got nerfed last season. Didn't really change how he worked. He's still solid, still first pick. You're going to see the same thing with Gianc. They give him a little slap on the wrist, but at least now they did, you know, something until next season. I'd still go with Yelly, since you kind of Valerian, with follow-ups. But considering he got nerfed on 3 sides, we should definitely feel it. Should feel less powerful. Meta shifting, guys. We'll see. I personally don't think we'll see too much of a difference. We might see maybe, like, honestly, we might see him clutch less. That's about it. He might not be clutching as much. But I did see a Kethos nerf. A Kethos nerf. What do I want to see for a Kethos nerf? He does cycle his cooldowns too quickly. This is a big nerf to turn 1 Swift Strive, Swift Opener, Gianc. Let's see. Oh! Hazel got a nerf! Yo, Hazel got a nerf, that's crazy! Yo, Hazel! Yo, that's crazy! Okay. Kethos, skill 3. The last hit has a 100% chance to steal only 50% turn meter. Okay, that's actually a good nerf, because now with Jackal, I don't think you're getting back-to-back turns. So, I think my Codex build My Codex build might still might be better. Who knows? It might be better. Because the whole point of Jackal was that you go back to back, right? Now you're not going back to back. You'd go Bunny now? Yeah, Bunny's good. Bunny's good. But yeah, this 50%, this is a good nerf. I suggested this when they first released Kethos. I'm like, bro, why are you giving him 100% turn meter? He already has a mechanic that gives himself a cooldown reduction and stealing turns. Like, bro, this was a season too late, but like, whatever. This is a good nerf. I don't think this really stops people from first picking him though. I still think he's gonna be a first pick, but this is really good. This 50% is noticeable. You're definitely gonna see an impact. The Codex build is shit. Shut up, Havendale! The nerf is much welcome. Yeah, it is. While on Azel, I don't get what the fuck they smoking. The nerf does nothing. They can't nerf from day one. They need money. But what I'm saying is, like, they should have made it 50 from the start. They shouldn't have released them with 100%. Let's see what they did with Azel. Skill 1, Ever Kindled. Gains 2 stacks at the start of battle. Oh, her max stacks are 3 now. Oh, shit. That is actually pretty big. So now it's possible to kill her before she gets too many stacks. Because 5 is too high. Like, you have to ignore Azel and kill everybody else. Now that it's only 3, it's possible that you can just actually gun her down fast and kill her before she keeps fucking reviving. You're not going to want to do that all the time, but that is a viable strat now, depending on your playstyle. And then also increase own turn meter by... Oh, that's a big... Yo, that's a big... From 35 to 20? Okay, yeah, for sure. Now that this is here, this is for sure a strat. You could definitely gun down Azel, and potentially, if you have the right combination and the right team, you can just kill her pretty, like, focus on her and not have to worry about her surviving the entire fight. Honestly, I don't think it's minor. I think this is a nerf you will definitely feel. You will definitely notice this. It doesn't stop her from being top tier, in my opinion, but this definitely makes her more balanced. Is this the only nerf? Yeah. Who the fuck is Chiaki the Echo again? Is that green Chiaki? But yeah, I think this is a good nerf. I think we'll definitely feel it. That's terrible for Azel. She will be a lot easier to kill now. But she's still solid though. Yeah, it makes her slightly more manageable, which is the whole point. Like, I think they nerfed her enough to where she doesn't suck. Which I think is like the good way to do nerfs. You never want to nerf someone to where you're like, oh, I'm not playing them anymore. Fuck that. I hate nerfs like that. I think this is doable. This is good. So many games, even past 4K, Azel doesn't die even once while getting focused all over. Yeah, that's why I said, like, if you see the opportunity and it makes sense and you have the right team, right, and the right opportunity, then you can potentially go for it. You could potentially go for that strategy. Not all the time, but it's definitely going to open up more. Considering Nathan releasing, will be better Azel. She needed a stats nerf. Yeah, but I think if they did that, she would suck and no one would pick her anymore. I think this is good. We'll have to see though. Chiaki is they gave her 6 extra speed. I don't know if this does anything, but that's good for like the new players. Wait, what? Oh, we're getting a nerf to the invincibility. It cannot be extended. That is good. That is a very good nerf. I like that. And that's it. So next season, turn 1 is still up. It's looking pretty good for turn 1. But considering Massiah no longer ignores passives, I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, not extending the invisibility is good. I like that. I think that's how it's supposed to be. Chiaki the Echo is probably going to be the SR Awakening during the Hyper season. Ooh, maybe. Because we got red, right? And she's green, so possibly. Azel won't get as much play with Nathan being a direct counter. Is this a shadow nerf to Massiah invincibility? Did they nerf Zhang Li? Nope. Or do you mean Zhang Qi? Because yeah, they nerfed Zhang Qi. It's a tiny nerf. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. Those were good nerfs though. I thought something drastic was gonna happen. Who are you planning on resetting? I think I'm gonna reset Kano because I just don't cleave. I never cleave, so he's just a waste of resources. I'm thinking of resetting Airon because I just never use him. And then I forget who the last one is. I was considering Nymphonial, but now that Giada's getting a buff, I might build her. I think this balance patch is a big W. I thought worse in favor of certain one. Yeah, I'm liking some of these. Azel, I think, was nerfed enough to where she is no longer considered potentially kinetic level. I think this stops her from being considered like comparable to kinetics. She's definitely gonna be much more manageable. Kethos nerf. This skill 3 nerf is so good, so good. This is gonna be noticeable. I still think he'll be first pick worthy though. Gianc, this is a shit nerf here, but we're also getting a nerf here, and he's also losing base speed, so we will see how it feels. He's also losing 10% of his damage. He's only ignoring 50 instead of 60. You build Giada, I might, no joke. Bro, she already hits hard. And they buffed her to hit harder. Like, she's gonna be insane. I don't know if she's gonna replace, like, you know, how good Azel was. But, because, like, you have to, like, lock her. Like, I think the only viable strategy with Giada is you have to lock her. And then you have to build around her. So that means you're not going to guarantee first turn. Right? So, we'll see. I reconfigured Giada 2 weeks ago. No Palin nerf. Yeah. That's honestly... Literally, all they had to do was make fucking threat disappear when she dies. And then put her back on a 4-turn cooldown. Like, that's all you have to do. Massiah still ignore passive, and then 70% defense ignore. He doesn't ignore passive. Like, if you go look up, it could be a mistake, but he no longer ignores passive. Here's Massiah. The skill 3 right here after deals 2 hits, grants himself 1 turn invincibility and 1 turn immunity. There's no mention of right here because they have right here before it tells you he used to ignore passives. Up here, down here, it does not say he ignores passives anymore. Can use Holden against Fia now. Actually, yeah. Okay, that's yeah. Because the like, man, it really sucks that they made it sound like he was gonna do an AoE taunt. We'll see how good the taunt on the target is, though. We'll see how good it is. 3-turn cooldown and a 10-turn taunt. Get the fuck out of here. They should have made it 4-turn then. Free-ban Valerian and then Dokki lock. Oh yeah, I forgot Dokki buff. Free-ban Valerian. But don't you actually want Valerian on your Giada team? And then Dokki lock and then 4-5 Giada or Massiah. Holden Sharon combo coming soon. Lock Valerian. Pick Giada on 4-5 or Dokki lock or Palin lock. Holden utility just went up by 1 point from 50 to 51 out of 100. He had already skill 2 full reset. No one's playing Palin anyway. Why is Palin not seeing as much play as usual? Because like even like I don't care if no one's playing her anymore. Like I always complain about balance. Like if there's a character that's not balanced, like it's just not fun whenever you play against those characters. You'll still see Palin, even though she's not as picked as much. I honestly don't see Palin as much anymore as I used to. But she's still fairly picked. Because the way you need to draft doesn't allow you to slot her in most of the times. Kethos buff and nerf? Wait. Kethos didn't get buff. He just got nerfed. Palin isn't good into turn 1 meta. But if it's turn 2, you see Palin Adel. Okay. Let's review this. So Luvia's Wither Bloom, honestly, the damage increase is, I don't even know if that's even gonna do anything. Oh wait, actually no. This is actually crazy if they don't have a healer. So if you manage to pull off a Luvia, right? And let's say you exile their only healer, this is actually gonna do a crazy amount of damage. Because it's 150% of the unabsorbed amount. So it's whatever it was plus half. So yeah, this is going to be noticeable. Tiamat is going to hit 1% harder. 1% harder. And you guys can't see it, but she recovers 30% more instead of 20% when she does her skill 1. Still shocked Fia didn't get a nerf. I'm happy Lowan isn't broken finally. Did the wise choice not giving her guaranteed talk. Dokki. For you Dokki lockers like me. She's giving so much extra damage. So now you can use her a lot more aggressively too. And she's also providing 0.5 extra speed. A 1% increase on the 12 stacks. Kethos damage increased in skill 3 by 2%. Where does it say that? His damage increased? Why the Born buff? Is he good now? We don't know. I don't know. People are saying it's still shit. But I mean, we have to see. His skill 3 hits a lot harder. He's also getting a natural damage increase. He's converting more attack into HP. I never used Born, so I don't know how much of a difference that's going to be. Massiah, we have to see if this is a typo. And I'm like, this has got to be a typo. This 100% has to be a typo. There's no way they just removed him ignoring passives. Like, that's crazy. Do yourself a favor and don't think about Born at all. Ziada, she's doing so much extra damage. She's also taking less damage. She's taking less damage. She's getting more resistance. She's getting more crit damage. Her skill 3 is hitting harder. And a higher chance to freaking defense break. And she's getting a higher base speed. Ziada honestly might be the winner of this buff. This buff list. Would you build her if she's Ziada? If she's P0? Even if you have a P0 Ziada, she's an RGB, so it's really easy to get dupes for RGBs. So honestly, yeah. Yeah, it's totally worth it. RGBs, it's so easy to get dupes for RGBs. You just gotta wait like every couple of weeks though. Holden. Oh yeah. For those of you who missed Holden's buff, he's also getting reduced damaged. So for each 500 defense, he's getting a 4% damage reduction. Crazy. He's gonna take less damage. His taunt though, it is 100% chance, so that's pretty good. And this is 2 times because his skill 3 hits twice. Yeah, taunting the Fia. Oh yeah, this is a strip. This is a strip into a taunt. So you can strip bulwark units and then taunt them. So if you build a really fast Holden, okay, he does an AoE strip, attack down, res down, and then the target you choose gets taunted. His base speed is also being increased by 2. He's now 115. You can build him no bloodbath now. I feel like you still want like bloodbath though, because if you're taunting people, he's just gonna keep getting hit so much. So it's just honestly, I would just double dip. Plus, you don't have to worry about getting cleaved as well if you got the bloodbath. I'll just pick Lowan at that point. No. Well, it's an AoE though, so there might be some situations where you want to do the AoE strip instead of just a single target, right? Plus Holden has the skill 2 reset, right? He still has the skill 2, which is crazy strong. You want bloodbath on everyone? Shut up, Zamyaka. This is Etheria restart. You need bloodbath. But there is the new modules. So you might, I think maybe the new module, the one where you like heal and take reduced damage based on how much you get hit. Guys, I just checked. Fuqiu is back. Her heal is back to pre-nerf and is higher by 1%. Okay, so I was right. It was 8%. I actually remember that correctly. So Fuqiu's heal is going to be pretty good. Fuqiu, honestly, is going to be relevant because of her shield. She heals you. It gives you a speed up and a shield, right? It's speed up, right? If I remember correctly. If you wanted to pick Holden for skill 2, it would have been meta now. Alrighty, the new module doesn't have this kind of impact. It's way more likely Holden is still unplayable. I think this buff can potentially bring him out of the niche category. Like, you might see him draft more often because drip into a taunt is so nasty. And then skill 2 reset cooldown as well. He's also taking reduced damage. His counterattacks were always nasty. They need to give out more resets during reset event. I always die on the hill that Fuqiu didn't need a nerf. Well, I mean, at the time she got the nerf, she was super popular. She was really good. But it's been so long that I guess, yeah, she can come back to normal. They even increased the healing by an extra 1%. So yeah, as I was saying, Fuqiu is actually really good because of the shield. Because of those Sharon dots. The speed up is really going to help. And then you got the shield to absorb the dot damage. So Kethos is a no first pick. I don't... It's hard to say. I still personally think he's still going to be first pick unless... Well, I mean, after Nathan drops, maybe not. Maybe Nathan's going to be the new first pick. But if we're just talking about Kethos by himself, I still think he's first pick material. But as soon as Nathan drops, like, I think everyone's gonna just first pick Nathan. His passive is just absolutely insane. And he's a damage dealer. HP based. Build him fast. Like, bro. He's just so good. Nathan is just so good. Kokardi! Kokaradi! Gonna be above average, but not oppressive like every other meta unit. Nathan's gonna be the next Kethos. Probably. He just seems so good. And sometimes too, like their kits, after we see their full kits, they're actually even more disgusting when we see the final numbers. You can't really skill 3 and skill 2 now though, with him, without Jackal. Yeah, you can't. You can't even do it with Jackal anymore. Because 50% is not enough. If you steal 50% of the person who has 99% turn meter, you're only getting 40 something percent, 45%, right? Or no, 49 point something, right? So he can no longer go skill 3 into skill 3 into skill 2. He can't do it anymore. The 50% stealing is just not enough. So this actually kind of fixes him. Like Kethos is now, I hate to say it, but he might be balanced now. The issue with Kethos is it's so unfair. I think honestly this nerf finally like stops Kethos from being just an absolute fucking disgusting piece of shit. Kokardi is now doing a lot of damage. He's hitting way harder. And then now he also gets built-in lifesteal. Built-in lifesteal, bro. Kokardi's gonna be so fun now. He's gonna clutch so much games now. I don't know if this puts him among like the top tiers in the meta, but like he's so much better now. I pick Kokardi a lot. He's gonna be so fun. Born. He's just getting more HP conversion from his attack. He's getting a damage buff by 10%. And then his skill 3 is hitting 80% harder. Plus the extra hit is now a 150%. So his skill 3 will definitely hit hard. Also ignores passives. His skill 3 hits hard, plus he's getting an extra 10%. If he does skill 3 into opponent, takes turn with 3 unit into skip, and skill 2 after opponent took a turn with 3 units already. Before it was either reset or skill 3 into reset. It's way different and weaker and less unfair. It also feels like devs did it right. Yeah, Kokaradi got a good buff. Yeah, Kokaradi my boy. Gianc, Gianc, his skill 1 hitting harder is actually pretty good since he can't crit. Going from 4 turns to 3 turns on the skill 3 is disgusting. Lowan, honestly, I thought she would have got a bigger buff, but she is gonna deal a lot of damage now. You might see some crit damage Lowans now. But the thing is, if you go crit damage, it's gonna be tough to do accuracy, right? So I still think you want accuracy, crit rate, defense accuracy. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a damage Lowan who like you don't even give a fuck if you taunt. You just want to keep counterattacking. So you do a lot of damage. We might don't crucify me. We're gonna see some people try out crows just to get all that extra damage. Might even build her crit damage. They say fuck it. I'm not even trying to taunt with her. I'm just trying to fucking counterattack and do a lot of damage. I'm not saying that's good, but I'm saying that it's possible. Bro, why did XD do this to my boy Gianc? Honestly, he deserved it. He's too good. You don't need accuracy on Lowan? I wouldn't be too sure about that, man. Like, yeah, she gets double chance, but Massiah resists a lot of people's Lowans. Insight's bad on Lowan. But yeah, Gianc needed that nerf. Kano, whatever. Fuqiu, Gianc, yeah. Better to get 12% disorder damage on Lowan. Should I build Born now? People are saying no. But, like, do we have any people who actually, like, draft Born a lot? Do we really care about what? Trying to have 100% taunt uptime in the middle of opponent units cleansing with RNG and top of that? Because one action piece means she does a lot less damage, and what you get is you still not guaranteed to have all that 100% taunt uptime. It depends. We might, like, honestly, I do think we are gonna see a lot more harder hitting Lowans. We're gonna see a lot of damage Lowans now. She's gonna be so fucking annoying. I already see Z screaming at Cam. He's not landing taunt. I'm gonna build a damage Lowan, okay? Because the damage Lowan sounds like a lot more fun. The taunt Lowan is cringe, okay? I want to test out that damage Lowan. I want to put crit rate defense, crit damage. Exaltation is guaranteed, no accuracy needed. No, I'm talking about the taunt. Control over small damage increase. It's not a small damage increase. Her skill 1 already did good damage. Now it's doing an additional 40% more. Yeah, I'm gonna experiment with a damage Lowan. Is Azel's nerf that big? I wouldn't say it's big, because she's still gonna do what she always does, but now she's gonna be easier to deal with. So she's still a problem. She's still going to wipe your entire team if you don't, you know, finish all her teammates quick enough. But now that her max stacks go from 5 to 3, and her push is only 20% rather than 30, you'll go through a lot of games where she's no longer cutting the line to the front of the line like Gianc does. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of games where she only gets pushed up to like halfway of the turn meter, right? You won't see the shenanigans that Gianc would always do, where he just boom front of the line. Nope. And now, thanks to this 20%, this 15% decrease, you can empty her stacks a lot quicker. Especially if you use Sharon. Like, Sharon is just gonna eat her stacks up. Like three stacks along with the only 20% push of her turn meter, you are definitely gonna be able to like kill her and make her run out of stacks. I think it's an Azel buff. Now people try to kill her first and just can't. I think people run Azel on Jackal Bloodbath. Yeah, people might build her differently now that she's easier to kill. So they might just say, okay, fuck the damage. Let's play more conservatively so that she can actually survive and do what she used to do back in the SS4. It's a good reverse psychology trick on the opponents. One piece each, crit, defense, and effect accuracy is perfect balance. I feel like they wanted to just type some red numbers with Azel's name before it. I like killing Azel using Lowan. I think that strategy is now viable. If you Lowan and Azel, it's going to be so easy to kill her now. Because every time you kill her, she's only getting a 20% boost and she only has 3 stacks. So the first time, boom, 2 stacks already. And if she doesn't cut the line, kill her again with the next unit. Now she's at 1 stack before she gets a turn. Azel was kinetic before, now she's nerfed to LD. I think that's a good analogy. She gains stack as well. Not forever. Yeah, it won't be forever. I'm planning to reset someone for Nathan. Who should I do? Azel or Sharon? Whoa. Why would you reset any of those units? You don't want to reset any of those. By the way, Z, I dare you to try to kill her. Like I said earlier in the stream, with the right strategy and the turn orders line up and you see the opening, it's a viable strat. Like, I'm not saying you should start the game with that strategy. I'm just saying she's a lot more manageable, and if the opportunity presents itself, you can be like, oh shit, you know what? I'm actually going to try to kill Azel now. After how many turns? Because the longer the game goes, you can't do that. But now, the longer the game goes, that opportunity might arise. Rahu is worth to reset. I would say, yeah, you can reset. It's definitely safe to reset Rahu. Yeah, the right strategy, the right turn order lining up, and the right units. Are you trying to say the stars align? It's possible. Like, this is a very noticeable nerf. Y'all are gonna feel the 20%. Let me tell you that. Yeah, if you want to reset your Rahus, go ahead. I like Rahu. I'm not gonna reset him because I like using him and Zhongli together. Super fun. I love how they made it. Invincibility can't be extended. I love that. We did not see a nerf to Palin's threat. We did not see a nerf to Fia's passive. No cooldown, nothing. No increase in stacks. No Flame Chaser increase. Like, honestly, I probably would have thought I would see from, because it's 8, right? Go from 8 to 10 instead. So you have to get like 10. No Zhongli time weave nerf. No Raymerry nerf. Her damage is insane. I'm losing every match I pick Sharon. It's 555 CCK 330 speed. I think it's because you might not be stealing the Sharon counters. Because what I see a lot of people doing is if they pick Sharon, they'll steal Valerian. Sometimes they'll lock Valerian because Valerian's a really good counter because of the shields. So if you're taking Sharon, you want to take the counter too along with it. So either pre-ban Valerian or steal the Valerian. And then you could just post-ban one of the cleansers. Raymerry won't be nerfed. She's the queen of Etheria. Like, dude, Raymerry literally needs the slightest opportunity and she will fucking solo the whole team, bro. You just draft Raymerry, you just sit back and chill, bro. You're like, it's great, I got her on Bramble. She gonna Bramble execute. It's okay, she's gonna trigger the passive and she's gonna go boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Raymerry's just gonna Ray's nerfed by Nathan. No, those aren't real nerfs. Those are not viable excuses. You can't say, oh, this person is more manageable now because they introduced this new character. No. They need to address the real problem. You cannot convince me that the solution to solving a problem is by selling it. You cannot sell me the solution. That is bullshit. Fix the shit that's broken. Ridiculous. Can you check real quick the wording of the new girl skill 3 if by any means does something to Sharon's special debuff? Okay, so you're asking if her skill 3 gets rid of chorus. If they nerf Ray, then I'm leaving the game. What nerf? What would be the nerf though? Any nerf? Her skill 1 terminate? She can keep the terminate. She can keep the terminate. I just don't like how you can trigger your own torment stacks. Because that's why she keeps ramping up. It's because you keep triggering your own stacks. You shouldn't be able to trigger your own stacks. It should only be your opponent. If I draft Raymerry, my Raymerry shouldn't be able to give herself torment stacks. So either you change it so that Raymerry cannot give herself stacks, or your team cannot contribute to torment stacks. Only the opponent can give you torment stacks. That's how I think Raymerry should be. Then she's balanced. Fuck the stun. Keep the stun. You can keep the fucking stun. You can keep the fucking terminate. You can keep the execute. You can keep the fucking reduce stealing turn meter, which gives her extra turns. You can keep the fucking passive. Just change it so that just change it to where either Raymerry cannot give herself torment stacks, or only your opponent can give you torment stacks. Celince was power crept, yeah. But at least with Celince, she still has the jellyfish shield, so there's that. I'm surprised there was no Celince buff. Yeah, that was kind of an L on their part, how they just power crept her and then they didn't even buff her. You literally could have just added one more debuff on her skill 3. Would have been fine. Could have gave her something like I don't know, like even fucking give her some dots. Give her some more dots. Give her a silence on the skill 3. Give her a vulnerable on the skill 3. Give her something new. I just got 5 tofus. I don't know who to reset. Whoever you use the least. Don't worry about these buffs and nerfs. Just who are you never picking? Who do you have that's 5/5/5 and you never draft them? Just fucking get rid of them. It's easier that way. That's why I'm resetting my Airon, because I just never fucking use him. He's 5/5/5. I never draft him. Kano's 5/5/5. I never draft him. I'm sure I have some other 5/5/5 units I never draft. Okay, but okay, hold on. Now that we have all these buffs, take in consideration the new modules. Is anyone broken? Like, is anyone crazy strong now with these new modules? This is tiamat, more damage, recovering more HP. So yeah, tiamat's gonna be really good on the new module, where like you take reduced damage and then you heal back based on the damage you took. I think she's gonna be really good. Dokki buff, love to see it. Massiah, this has got to be a fucking joke. Zadia, amazing, so much damage. She's worth building. They also made her faster. Holden, I'm still gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for other people to build them first. If no one builds them, then okay, fuck it, I'll give them a shot. Airon might see a lot of play now. I'd hold off on resetting him. Yeah, but like I never use him though. Tiamat gonna be OP with the new Bloodbath module for sure. Dokki on turn meter module might be good. Oh shit, yeah, I didn't think about that. But I think, ah man, but like Strive is just too good though. Because if you don't go first, you get the cut. The new module, it's more like a win more module. It's only good if like you're already going first, right? But at least Strive, you have like this failsafe where like, okay, if I don't go first, okay, sweet, I still get the like cut. But it's viable. Bramble and Strive is too good. On who? On are we talking about Tiamat? Or are we talking about? What are we talking about? So yeah, Holden is also getting a speed increase, damage, a lot of extra damage reduction. Like honestly, I think even just this alone might make him like pretty good. Just in general. Gianc looks OP as fuck now. The damage increase is not that big on the skill 1 and the skill 2, even in the skill 3, but like the 3-turn cooldown, if you build him super fast, he could get out of hand, annoying to deal with, because he's also got a lot of HP. Kakardi, my boy Kakardi, I can't wait to try this out. Strive is good, but nowadays most characters are single target, so they only target the main damage zone. Gianc. The Gianc, his skill 1 goes from 36 to 39. Skill 2, 45 to 50% damage. Skill 3, 50 to 60. And then from 4 to 3. I'm surprised they made this, like, this is so random. 3 turns. I guess it's because he's fairly new and he's just not being used enough. Lowan, this increased damage of 40% is fucking huge, man. Her skill 2 is also getting a damage boost. And then now you have an 80% chance not to crit against her. Kano, lots of extra damage. Fuqiu, her heal is really good now. She's definitely viable as a healer. But we are getting a new healer anyway that provides immunity. Which is like, probably just way better than the shield. Gianc was shit this season. I think he's definitely going to be a lot better now. Holy shit, it's fucking 10 already? Bro, I was streaming for 5 hours and there's no RTA? That's crazy. So are these the only notes? That this is it? There's nothing else?